Okay, traders. Yes, welcome to a quick market outlook on gold. So this is Gold Spot, and it is analysis for the coming week, and this will be from 10th of November to 14th of November. So this is just an overall projection of the market move in the coming in the 5 days of the coming week. So in this analysis, I'll be pointing out the technical levels, I'll be reading the candlestick and the candlestick patterns, and also I'll be doing the wave counts, now the Elliott waves. So under confluence of all these factors, I am able to provide a probable direction on gold in the coming week. And this analysis is top-down analysis from monthly time frame. Then I'll be going down to the 4-hour time frame, and in the 4-hour time frame is where I provide those possible entry levels for the coming week. But for the purpose of this analysis, I'll be also pointing some key levels from the 1-hour time frame. So make sure that you watch this analysis until the 1-hour time frame, so that you understand now the key levels to consider for taking trades now in the coming week. So it is continuation of what was projected in the previous analysis. So at least now we are going to add some current information on that projection, but the overall projection will still remain the same. So I'm in a monthly time frame, and in monthly time frame now, looking more closely, now we see this monthly candle has already started opening there, and we have around 2 weeks now. But you see the candle is very small, it is very thin candle, and this defines a sideways movement in lower time frames. So in lower time frames, we'll see now market has been moving in sideways direction since the beginning of November. But now looking back on the previous candle, we see it had rejection from the upside. So this is now a beautiful indicator of a possibility of price reversal to the downside from the current market price. But now those are just overall projections, and as we go down in lower time frames, now we'll see exactly what is expected to happen. But looking to the upside, we see there's a technical level passing up there, but price has not already touched this region here. So we may still expect the price to push to the upside to this technical level, but based on candlestick patterns, the candlestick formations, now we may expect the price may reverse from the current market price. So let me go straight to the weekly time frame. Okay, yes, beautiful enough. We see now things are more clear in weekly time frame, and as I pointed out in the previous analysis, actually we have those lines, they define an alternative count. Now the alternative count tells us that price has already moved to this region in completion of the possible 5-wave move to the upside, and the current move is mostly expected to be a downward move in a corrective mode. That is an alternative count that we may consider, and it is possibly going to hold true. But in what we call the primary projection, so in the primary projection, we can go deeper and look closely here, where we will see now price has corrected in the 4th wave right at this region, and currently we expect now at any point now the 4th wave will be completed, then the price will be pushing to the upside in completion of the 5th wave. So we consider this as primary projection. So with primary projection, we have this level here, now we have this region down here. So we see price rejected previous week, and the current week has also rejected at the same level. So we may expect the price may hold above this price level and push to the upside right from this region. But if it will happen that price goes down, now break below this level here, so we may expect the price may further push to the downside, as I've said, in an alternative projection. So in lower time frames, now we'll see clearly how those key levels to consider are seen now as we go on. So then moving forward in daily time frame, now yes, there are a lot of things now in daily time frame. As I said, our primary projection is we may be expecting price to complete the 5th wave to the upside, but how that is going to happen now, the breakdown will show us clearly how price is going to complete the 5th wave to the upside. So currently we expect now the 4th wave has already completed here, and those current movements are just the beginning of the 5th wave to the upside. So that's an overall projection on the primary projection. But now going more specific and more deeper, we can identify now those two levels here. We can identify those two technical levels now, the support and the resistance. And price has been moving sideways since Tuesday, 28th of October. So price has been moving sideways, has been holding with the sideways movement in around 2 weeks. So now with this sideways movement, so we are expecting that now price is holding a certain volume, whereby after either the upper level, now the resistance, or the lower level, that's the support, after break of either of those two levels, price is expected to move very aggressively. So we may expect any of those two regions are going to break based on the primary projection and the alternative projection. But now looking on what price did here, we see the fourth wave is here. Price formed a very strong bullish momentum here. So this was an indicator of a possibility, a continuation of price push to the upside. And this is one of the entry that we traded now in the previous week. Now we had an entry for buy. It was based on what has happened here. So we traded right around these two candles here. So actually now, since price has not already broken below this bullish candle or below this region here, so we may expect the upward movement to hold true. Upward movement may still hold true unless price is going to break below this one. And more closely, if price is going to break below 3,000, now this level down here, so we may start now considering sell opportunities. Now if we see prices is moving and closing now below 3,930, now we'll be more specific and looking for those we call the possible sell direction entries. And now the same thing now in daily time frame. Now if we'll see prices breaking above 4,030, so also above this level, we may more clearly considering sell opportunities. So now these are the two levels which we can call them as the decisive levels. Now next week will be deciding based on those regions. Okay, so let me go to the 4-hour time frame and see what are the possible trades that we are going to take. Okay, now in 4-hour time frame, now there's another thing that has been introduced here, and now this is the possible triangle idea. So now looking closely in 4-hour time frame, we see prices, it seems like it has been moving in 3-wave to the downside, 3-wave to the upside. So even currently we may expect now another 3-wave down, then price will do the 3-wave to the upside in completion of wave E. Actually, if this is going to happen now, will be one of the beautiful trading opportunity now in the coming week. So once when we are watching for those key levels, now the 4,030 and the 3,930, when we are watching for those levels, in the back of our mind, we have also to think about the possibility of a triangle idea happening at this region, and the triangle idea is in confluence with the possible sell opportunities. So now that is how things are moving. And actually now let me zoom something like this. So when we are looking on this idea, as I said, now in 1-hour time frame, now this will be now final for the purpose of this analysis. So in 1-hour time frame, now we may see the triangle idea is getting even more clear. Now if you look closely, now you see triangle idea is getting even more clear. So now next week will be trading based on all of the conditions that have been highlighted in this analysis. So you must be very cautious now, watching for those possible levels being or those conditions now being met. So now looking closely here, we have this minor level here. So this is a decisive level. So we'll be taking possible sells up to this region down here. If price will break this region, the short-term sells. And if price will maintain above and break above this region, straightforward will be considering those we call the buy opportunities. So you'll be buying now next week. How are you going to trade next week? Now you'll be buying when price straightforward has broken above this upper channel without completing the possible 3-wave move to the downside. So you'll be straightforward being taking buys here. If price will complete with the 3-wave swing to the downside, and at this region now, the lower channel price, if price will form buy confirmations, now you'll be taking buys now from this region, and the target will be on the upper channel. And after completion of the 3-wave swing to the upside, updates will be provided, but the overall projection will be considering continuation of the sell here. So yes, the analysis seems complicated, but keep in touch in our Telegram channel and also in our website www.asamforex.com. We'll be providing updates. So thank you for your time and have a powerful weekend.